Ankara says it has received the first deliveries of equipment for Russia's S-400 anti-aircraft system. They arrived at one of the bases near Ankara.
We've always said regarding the S-400s, it's an agreement that's been finalised and the process continues to progress. We're coordinating these things, permission for flights, permission for personnel who will be coming.
Russia's defense ministry added that remaining S-400 components will be delivered within the agreed time frame. The systems are planned to be assembled in Turkey, with reports suggesting they will be operational by October. The deal between Moscow and Ankara was signed in 2017. It's reportedly worth $2.5 billion. It's the first time a country from the NATO bloc acquired an anti-aircraft missile system from a state outside the alliance. This immediately caused an extremely nervous reaction from Washington. American politicians began demanding that Turkey cancel the deal with Russia and agree a new one with the United States instead.
So many of us have tried to dissuade Turkey from taking the S-400. It is so important in our alliance that there isn't a new Russian defense put in the middle of our alliance and affects the interoperability of our defense systems. However, everything that we have seen in the paper recently or seen in the press has indicated that Russia is going to deliver this S-400 to Turkey, and that will have consequences.
The Pentagon said it would stop teaching Turkish pilots how to operate the latest F-35 fighter jets, and they threatened that if Turkey did not reject the S-400, it would not be able to get 4 F-35s, for which it had already paid. But Turkey's President Erdogan did not give in. Later, at the G20 summit in Osaka, at negotiations with the Russian leader, he said that the agreement with Moscow on the S-400 remained in force. By the way, at the same summit, his American colleague Donald Trump admitted that he himself believed that the US didn't treat Erdogan fairly.
He wanted to buy the Patriot missile. President Obama's group said no. He kept wanting to buy it. They kept saying no, no, no. Couldn't buy it. Now, he needed it for defense. So he then went to Russia, and he bought the S-400. He paid him money, a lot of money, put up a lot of money, and he bought it. As soon as he bought it, people went back to him from our country, and they said, listen, we don't want you to use that system because it's not the NATO system, et cetera, et cetera. You know all the reasons. We don't want you to use that system. Do us a favor. We'll sell you the Patriot. He said, it's too late. I already bought it. There was nothing he could do. He already bought it. But honestly, I'm all for our country, but he got treated very unfairly.
Now experts believe Erdogan's stubbornness will not go unnoticed, and sanctions against him will certainly be imposed either by Trump or the US Congress. Such threats have been made before too. Ankara will probably just ignore them. Just to remind you, the S-400 Triumph is a modern long-range air defense system designed to destroy aircraft, cruise and ballistic missiles, including medium-range missiles. It can also be used against ground targets. It has a range of 400 kilometers and is capable of destroying targets at an altitude of up to 30 kilometers. Yulia Shapovalova for the news with Rick Sanchez.
So you haven't heard that we're the ones covering the stories that you won't see covered anywhere else? In Venezuela, Kazakhstan, let's go to Hong Kong. And the media reaction to that has been crickets. How about the way we cover those stories? What the hell does that mean? Wale, wale, wale. That's the key word in this case, uprising. Keep? Can you believe that? Watching. This is the right thing for members of the media to do, to actually pick sides. Look, if you like what you see, subscribe.